Hey ho, I should be supposed to be sleeping soon, I guess. I don't know. Now, my plan is I think it might be best that I prioritize the Epstein files, even though I saw that normally I should have some information on quantum psychology. So it's about experimental psychology and so on. But perhaps I'm gonna do this in the plane, or I don't know. I'm supposed to take a plane, but then they are sending confusing information about actually taking the train. I'm trying to reorganize everything. I guess that the house travel is not like a year, it's not a month, like they said, but a just 24 hours as well as they said. Because what I have here, it looks like I have like so many detonators in my hands. I think there are names that I didn't share before, and they've been going through absolutely everything that I had. So they saw that I stole stuff, that I sabotaged stuff. It's like when you see what I have, it's like, okay, I had a car mirror, and there has been some cars destroyed, and I guess that they have been reporting it to the police, right? Because you might need to do this for the insurance as well. So then they see me with a mirror of a car. Instead, they took it to throw it away. But luckily, I found a new one. So I still have a mirror. And they told me as well that, the police, they told me as well that, wait a minute, I need to tell you this to show you this. I don't know if it's here or not, but you see that my bag, I don't know if you can see. It's like I'm too lazy, but it's been broken here. And then it's broken here as well, on the side. Like it's been fucked, it's been destroyed. As well, like on the shoulders, on the scratch, I see. Yeah, beneath as well. Yeah, on the top. Here as well. The point for me is not to make a check right now. Okay, so they told me that because I had things that did not belong to me, and I had bills of people and that does not belong to me. It's like, when you go through my stuff, it's like you have stuff from Berlin, you have stuff like Rechnung, quotes from Berlin that do not belong to me, like a Dolce & Gabbana bag of 1,150 euros that does not belong to me. You have health insurance stuff, you have from France, you have tickets like this from Spain. You found, like, I let it to them. Actually, it's a long term mark. What I have on the wrist because of the handcuffs. Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you later. Need to think about it, but I want to focus a little on what I'm saying. Yeah, so they told me because they found some stuff that did not belong to me, while you have so much writings from me, you have books with matriculation plates, with journal from Spain, stuff from Berlin, stuff like that, with me writing, having some writing on it. It looks like I have an obsession for cars. Looks like I have an obsession for cars, that I'm always taking notes, that I like books and that I destroy books as well, that I love brand names. It's like, this is such an odd, like, you go through this, you're like, what the fuck is that person? Like, who are they? And like, you read pedophilia, you read cannibalism, you're like, in which world are they living? This is all the information, like a part of the information that I just took notes of absolutely every day in Barcelona. And so I will upload absolutely everything again once more. What the fuck? I don't remember this. Finques Molina. What is that? Decesos. Elena Castel. Polisa. Insurance, like paying for someone dead. I don't remember that. Then I have a journal from, I don't know when, but like a long time ago. Then I have some fines from cars. It's like, everybody knows who I am, but if you find a person like me with so much different type of information that is just gathered all in one place, you don't know what the fuck is that, but it looks like I am collecting quite the number of things. It looks like I am obsessive on collecting stuff, certain type of stuff. Looks like I'm obsessive with writing what's happening to me somehow. That I like squares, that I like brands, that I like music, perhaps, that I might like psychology as well, study psychology, or I don't know, that I just collect shit you don't. That's something from a supermarket. that I never throw stuff away, which is true. I don't throw stuff away. I tend to collect and to keep it. I tend not to throw it away. Like some handles of umbrellas, they kept it. They kept it. They said we throw it away for you. I'm like, okay, because they have to take back something. You know, it just. I have food that is in a plastic, started but like not finished. I have deprecated baby stuff. Then I have a paper of Aldi. You know, it's like it just looks like I'm just not throwing stuff away, and that I keep random paper from individuals, and that I love numbers. It looks like I love numbers, and that this is why I just collect matriculation plates, because that's what I am on the spectrum. And you know, like it looks like it's almost compulsive. It's like I have to do it. I have to do it because it makes me feel safe. Because I feel a bit unsafe, so I'm a bit thorough about the information that I'm providing. It's like I take names and then like bike, cars. BT, sorry. BTT 2703. Bike, cars. It's like, what the fuck? Why? If you don't know what it's about. BEO 3346, blonde students. Then BNB 1318, cannibalism. Then you're like, okay, I'm tripping. Perhaps. And then BJA 825, with craft, bus, witchcraft, but like you read witchcraft, bus, es, España, buses. Okay. So witchcraft, buses. What have you seen? And then what is this? BFU 4440. This is whoa, wait a minute. What did I wrote here? BN BH. Huh? It looks like I've written BNCK, bikes. What did I write here? Bikes. Black. Yeah, if you don't know, it's written BHCK. So I have a language of my own, like some notes that so BHCK bikes. Okay. Then HHVR 53535. And then it's like black bikes. BMG 3557, camera on the car. I feel threatened by camera on cars because I'm passing by and there is a camera on the car. And so I'm like, I don't like it because there is a camera on the car and I feel unsafe, and this is why I'm writing this. PMKK 209, I think. Lawyered. Then witchcraft buses. If you don't know what's going on, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, then you see BX1878E, and then between brackets you have P. And then sometimes, as you seen, I wrote buses, like plenty of them. So at some point it was like, they wrote about buses and so on. And I'm like, it was like, I'm pretty sure there is something about that. And they have, like, it just in their mind, it is how you seem to present the thing. So what the fuck? BJM 2461, fresh bird poop. BHN 1314, cut. I'm writing this on the back of stuff from the library. So again, I write this on every type of paper I can find. And they found me. I had all my thing on the top of the counter, and I was, you see in the product, it's like those paper, I was scanning them. It's a bit like they were there to escalate, and they knew, like, from an external point of view, you don't know what's going on. It's like, who is this person and why do they call them why do they call them? Why do they call us, to kick them out from the library because they have too many bags? So who's this person? And why kicking them out because they have too many bags? So why do they call it car plates? Why do they have, like, it's like, I have this, please. It's just, it's like, okay, this person likes, is a bit weird, odd, death. They like lots for society. But like, if you are in the police and if you know about people suiciding, it's like, oof, would it be them? Would it be them hanging people? Actually, do they spend their time, their nights, like hanging with all their stuff, collecting cars and so on, and like just as well collecting information on potential future victims? And once they really like the numbers of the car plates, then they target the person. And perhaps this is why they are saying that because they like bikes and because they like cars. It's like, look, it looks like I love cars. I collect papers on the cars. It looks like I really love cars. And I like to write on paper. It can be perceived in several ways. But then you have this. And you see that I'm drawing too. And that this is design stuff and so on. And you're like, how does that fit the picture? And then you see that I have bracelets. And then you see this. And then you're like, Is it? Did they do this? It's like then I draw stuff there. I write stuff on papers, numbers. It looks like I'm really like on the spectrum. Actually, it really looks like I am on the spectrum because I have several specific interests, and I'm a bit in my world, and I'm like quoting, like noting stuff because it makes me feel safer, and like I'm doing shit because I'm just, I don't know, like for me just this is a mirror, you know. I don't care. I found it and like this is practical. This is a mirror. It's like I don't think that I should not perhaps take it and let it there. Just it's a mirror. I need a mirror. So it's practical to have a mirror. So I take the mirror. It's like I'm not thinking about like how people would perceive this, for instance. It's like it's a mirror. And so yeah, they found this as well. I said that I was not taking drugs, but then on the where there is my wallet, you see like the nose strill stuff that are still there. And it was they placed it in a very apparent manner. It's like we obviously saw this as well. So it was like at some point in the toilets, I was just there to check myself, my face, and he was telling me, "Do you want to go in a room where we let your stuff outside and you're gonna be alone?" And before that, I saw like a detention room, and I was like, I'm not that handicapped, firstly. But second, I will play this card because it fits me. It's a bit like, yes, I am quirky. I am quirky. I am quirky. Yes, you found some stuff from people that I don't know because I collect stuff from people that I don't know. And apparently I like death as well a bit because there is something of a disease person as well. More car plates. Then you see that I'm a bit into astrology as well. I have two umbrellas, one that's broken and one that's not broken. And then they found like umbrellas and handles, and the thing is sharp on the other side of the umbrella. Oh, and they took someone took my knife. Okay, so I have to reorder a bit everything because it's been all moved in different places. So it's like I'm gonna circle back. We've been circling back on Barcelona, but I also have information from Barcelona, right? And there's something about this. Aliens are telling me about this. Perhaps my memory, I don't have enough memory right now. I don't know. Perhaps they're gonna play with it. I don't know. So I have several stuff here. And I need to reorganize everything in the messy ways that has been reorganized. And I've seen a sign that The person is from the intelligence world as well. The guy was from the intelligence world. They were all from the intelligence world. So they plugged my tablet as well. They backed it up. They took the serial number to hack it, to keep track on it. That's as well a spy device. You know, you can hear absolutely everything in case you don't have access to my bio information anymore. You have the access to the microphone in this. You have like several backup solutions. It's like it's just a security thing. So, and I am the boss. So you have to get along with it. Yeah, and I'm collecting paper from gear as well. I stole stuff from industrials. You don't understand. You don't understand. You just you see I have this as well. So you're like, yeah, magic. Then if you look at the number of suicides with ropes in here, they've been breaking it. You see that I have basically you might think that all the people in Berlin who's been killed like this, and all the cases in Germany of people who hang themselves, you might think that I am the one responsible for it. And so because like on the other side of the thing, they are like protecting the order as well. It's like, what can you do about this? Yeah, and they showed me this now that I have been sharing like high level information. This on the cycles of the presidential. You need to be cleared to know that. You need to be cleared to know that. You need to have credentials to understand how the system works. Stadtpolizei Ernst Reuter equal KK. They make me wait. Go about BS satanic shit with me, but let a dude what enter after one sentence and waiting 30 seconds. Already going out, police officer, so perhaps it was about something else, prostitution, ambulance, an ambulance. They go pick up the supply. The police woman was going out, yeah, house again. An ambulance sound, agreement with me, at least I wait inside, heater on, and charge my IT. Kabbalistic. Archangel Raphael. And there are more. What the fuck? I have a stalker. KNG 029. I think that this person was parked at the in front of the police station, and that then since then they keep parking their car in the way between Dorgolischer station as U-Bahn metro station and the library. I think that someone is passively aggressively pissed at me, and circling around me, trying to see a way to fuck me over. Wants to be the king. KAG King 29 92. I'm born in 1992. 29. So the person is trying to be the Germany of King. King of Germany. Germany of King. And they've been saying it in at the police, like the king. And I have seen somewhere else a hint about Archangel Raphael, something like this. What was it exactly? I don't know. But if I give information about like in Germany, if I give information that helps apprehend a thief who almost, someone who stole something and attempted murder. Those two things, if I help apprehend one of them or two of them, one of them, it's at least 125K grant of reward. One of them. Now I'm seeing like it's like, if you know what I'm doing, it's like it's quite obvious that I am an informant. It's quite obvious. It's like I carry sensitive information with me. Like, it's only this. It's only sensitive information. If you take a look at it, it's like it's dated. I am giving highlights through the mods as well of information. It's quite obvious. If you know a bit about it, it's quite obvious that I am an informant and that I am basically being on the job. It's like, you see this, you see the numbers, you see witchcraft, you see that I am investigating something. And then you have like more information, you have articles, you have like Archangel Raphael, and then you see witchcraft, you see like some satanic stuff. It's like, it's quite obvious that I'm investigating something. It's like, then investigation of intelligence resources. Then you see that there is CIA, FBI, MI5, MI6, DGSE, DGSI. It's like, and relevant Spanish and German services would yield any pertinent information. So it's like, I quite know a bit of the landscape as well. And then I am noting like that the information that it's written is bullshit. So it just looks like I am as well. I am an insider. I know stuff. It's like, I'm saying something about the intelligence world that is bullshit. I'm like, so I know what the intelligence world is about. And then you have a list of articles as well, like stuff to dig. Then you see that I ran into trouble, that I have been brought to a hospital, And then if you know a bit, it's like, uh-huh. Then you see blood, then you're like, all right, yes, someone is trying to stop them, you know, because they are indeed gathering sensitive information. So yeah, if I help apprehend one serial killer, one killer, someone who tried to who failed at killing someone else, this is a minimum of 125K. You know, and then you see this, all this. I need to upload it again. Like they removed the pin from this, so I need to go back on this to upload it again. So I will do this. See, then I have more information here, and this is what I have been doing. I have been doing this non-stop, as you can see. Jesus Christ, I have been like, and I made this symbol of Jesus Christ as well, because I don't know why the Satanists, they have a thing for Jesus Christ, which is a person who's supposed to be, you know. Okay, so do I have an article on quantum psychology? I don't have. I have only about religion. Yeah. I have only things about religion. So it means that my article about quantum psychology has been stolen, has been taken away from me. Or perhaps it was in the bag, in my other bag. So now my knees are targeted as well. When I said perhaps it's been stolen, I had like a pain in the back here, like not a comfortable pain, like really like as if you had like a needle. Then if you look further in the information, it's like it's quite obvious that I'm about magic as well. It's like this is information about for initiated people as well. You didn't see anything I saw, but so there is both. There is being an informant, being part of the order as well, being at the origin of death. And so when you are at the origin of death, then it means that you're high ranking, that you need to like if you have a death signature, it means that you have quite like the standard, so to say. It means that you have a reputation. If you have a signature, you're supposed to have a reputation for that thing. And so I don't know how many suicides they found, but you see this, you see two of them, and then you're like, already as an individual, you're like, perhaps I should be careful because they don't look like it. Deception. But it might be that actually they have more accesses that we think they have. And perhaps they have a part of what they do, which is actually to go visit people and to hang them. We don't know how, it's not really written here. You cannot find the information, but you can see that this is a possibility, right? You can see that it's a possibility. So if you investigate me on the basis of what I have, you see that I'm obviously talented in what I do. You see that I have something for the occult and spirituality and religion, yeah. You see that I'm rather intellectual. I love writing. I seem to like reading. I seem to be knowledgeable. I seem to be educated as well. I seem to be still like quite organized in what I do. Like it's a bit messy because I tend to collect stuff, but it still remain quite organized. Everything, like all the articles are in the same place. For instance, like it's all articles about religion and about one singular topic that seems to remain over and over, like to be recalled over and over. Archangel Raphael. Then I have a second obsession, which are car plates, and it's not an obsession where I would be like, I collect one or two and that's it because it's interesting. It's like I have thousands of them, like thousands, and it's the same for the brand names. I have thousands of them, and I like squares. Apparently, so it means that I am perhaps in the circles. It's like I have two of them. So it means, and I wear it on me all the time. It's like it's on my travel bag. And it's like I have a change always with me. Somehow, so it's like, why do they have a change on themselves? And they seems to be bouncing between countries as well. Like there are several hints which are like, huh. You can read it in several ways. And I guess that this is important for me to do this right now because when I was there, when I saw them with all my stuff and so, like with the dead people information and so on, I was like, shit, they're gonna pin this on me. They want to pin this on me right now. And then I have a bit of an overview of what I have, of how it looks like. I'm like, this looks actually all right. It looks all right, like on several angles. It looks all right. Like it looks like I'm not stupid and that I'm thinking thoroughly about everything that I do. That I'm a bit messy still. I'm thorough, organized, but at the same time a bit chaotic. It looks like. So definitely Illuminati. So it's like you need to watch out, but then everybody knows that I am the king. So it's like yeah, what's possible to be done? They are the king. They check all the boxes. They are on the job. They have everything that looks like perfectly arranged as it's supposed to be because they are the king. Like they cannot be incriminated because they have dead people stuff or missing people stuff with them. They seem to be willingly providing the information forward. So it's like, are they an informant or not? It's like, no, record it in your database. I said several times. It's like, no, record it. And I know as well that I'm supposed to say this type of things because otherwise it's like, no, can I take it? It's like, it's not me, it's not mine. It's not from me. It's like, then I was a bit confused on the recollection of information, which looks good. It's like even though I'm thorough, it's like if I would have stolen it. No, unless I steal stuff. Like they took as well the serial number of the computer and the tablet to tell me, is it from, is it from, like, to see if it was from somebody else, because it looks like I could be a thief. Like it looked like I could be a thief, and then it's like, yeah, would I be arrested because I steal stuff? It's like, why, I'm obviously from the order. Then they said that they should take a picture of me, but I was like, how do I look? So I was in between lies and truth on that end. I need to reorganize everything. I am leaving, so I need to reorganize everything. I am taking the plane, but I guess everything is going to be covered already. And I'm supposed to have a passport. I don't know where I'm supposed to pick that up. It's like, Simon. Oh yeah, actually, perhaps Simon, because there were a sign before about it, like the bus, private bus with everybody from the intelligence world in it, which I have seen as well, some buses specifically from the intelligence world, and some buses where there is absolutely no one in it, which happened quite a bit with me as well, like with not so many people in it, and like someone with their phone and like being like a bit like a king, and then I've seen like another bus with people looking like normal people, crowded AF, while it was something like 1 a.m., and so you're like, okay, the mind control through the phones, they make sure that we have seamless small like privileges like this all the fucking time. So it's like the barrier is transparent, the curtain is transparent. It's like there is no curtain, but yet it exists. There is a curtain. It's like I was in an Illuminati school with not with people like with mixed background and so on. I was with the pure-blooded, exclusively the pure-blooded and most powerful houses. This is where I was. It's like, and this is where they want me to be as well. May I be targeted or not. If I am targeted, they want me to be there to share my energy with absolutely everyone. So that then there are some magic destiny swap shit going on. If they don't want me to die, if they want me just to remain in position and so on, then I have to be surrounded absolutely by as many true-blooded, pure-blooded as I am. It's like as many as possible to have the network in place, to have the string of power in place. So then you see that there is, you see like the conspiracy and so on that's going on that matter. It's like everything is a plot to keep the power in place. Everything is studied. so that this would happen. I need to clean my. Oh my god! And new plastic as well, because I have so many tofus open, and like they broke it, so it's dripping, so dirty, dirty. So that I have to clean that up, but yeah, and then they see me with tofu. They see me with this. It's like, why the? It's like I'm collecting tofu now. Or it's like it looks like I love tofu, and I have like really specific food that I love. You know, like cereal bars I love. Looks like nuts I love. Then I have a salad as well, and then I have 5 tofus. And I started 3 tofus for one reason, but I didn't finish them. So it's like, why would they start to eat tofu but not finish it? And I think I was starting to say, oh yeah, take the information of the tofu. I think I was starting to say this. And I said as well, I was saying as well, now they are hurting the bottom of the sole of my foot, left foot. This helped to diffuse the traumatism probably, so that it didn't stay stuck in Spain, Barcelona, because perhaps Barcelona people, they want me to go back there as well, so that I would not feel traumatized when I go back there. That was so intense. Yeah. Okay, it's good that I have a feedback on what it looks like, because otherwise it's like I'm just doing things day by day basically, and I have no clue about how it looks like. I don't know. Like from an external point of view, it's like I'm collecting shit that I shouldn't collect. Like on the job, I'm like I shouldn't do this because I'm attack targeted for every single thing that I'm fucking doing. So it's like I shouldn't be doing this. Like for collecting matriculation plates, like why would you do this? And they have been trying to deter me from doing this. So I'm like, the police as well coming at some point and be like, why are you collecting sensitive information like this? It's like some neighbors, they complained. You have this on tape. Some neighbors, they complained. And then I'm like, I like numbers. It's interesting, which I do. I like math. And I have computer science stuff as well. And it seems to be that I really like numbers. I calculate numbers. So. And it's true, I was good at math. No, but it's very true. Like I'm not saying this to type on the stupid shit. I'm saying this because it's true. I like numbers. Perhaps this is why he's saying that he likes numbers. I don't know. Perhaps this is why he talks about numbers all the time. Because I was good at math. And then I see oh, I am an engineer. Like I'm a scientist and a philosopher and a designer and many things. Mm. Tomorrow I'm gonna be writing less, and I'm gonna be sending information that I already sent, plus additional information. So I don't know at what time I'm supposed to go back to the library. They told me that the direction of the TU, our technical university, should be going back there, and then the guy from the entrance, he was saying that I was doing too much shit, and that he was about to write absolutely like on the paper back and forth. Oh, then you see that on my papers right now there is back and forth, because I would have been doing too much shit. They were just fucking racist with me the entire time, just going about racist shit. Even at the police station, like they opened the window and so on, but I knew that it wasn't because of my smile. I just like when they did it, I was like, okay, this is KK thing. This is the K. Going about the racist thing, it was just like set off. Seven is linked to targeting BDQ Rechamp. I don't know why. Oh, it was 47 now and 44 before. I have to move because now the balls are slightly targeted. I'm always attacked. I don't like to use the word tortured, because then it empowers them as if they were masters, which they aren't. They aren't masters of shit. And it's like, I do not see them mastering anything. Pyramids are Egypt, not Illuminati. Pyramids are my symbolic ancestral rights, not theirs, apparently. Which kind of superpower let and preaching abundance, love, unity, wisdom, knowledge, light, humanity, etc. Let the of their absolute preference divided. That doesn't add up at all. Smoke screen, gaslight, and they teach it. They also prove that they are teaching everyone their tricks They take even your intelligence and insight to enrich their own system and get again richer, which says that they find it valuable and do not pay you. That proves the abuse. Because they've pushed it further, I have been disrupted. Side note, same template, different expression. One person, two dogs, one woman, two trained dogs to move in a leash too. That was hardcore on my brain right now at this moment, and I didn't finish, but oh my god, yeah, okay, that was another one. That was another one. So okay, I'm gonna come back on this story, and I have paper without information. I didn't finish. Impossible. I always finish all my books until the end. Okay, so he's been changed. But I'm gonna reread it in a way that makes sense. Because sometimes I just, like when I write, I just write. And sometimes I have some lapses of attention in what I write. It has been going on for my entire life. And I saw a paper about attention here. I'm going to show it to you. All right, okay, let's go. This is again the ADHD moment. It's like, oh, I'm opening the thing and directly finding the paper. It's like, there's all this, and you see, I'm just like, oh, I open it. Oh, I find it. They've been working on distracting me for my entire life. Like specific things, skipping words when I'm writing. This has been a thing. Like my foot right now is way too painful compared to what it's supposed to be to bring healing. It doesn't have to be that painful. It means that someone behind the deck is abusing. And I didn't have this. This appeared out of nowhere. So it means that it can be changed in the book, within the book as well, without being touched as well. Because they might be tracking down some people who's been visiting here, and they might be thinking that they have been fooled for the entire time, which is the case. They have been fooled for the entire time. So the attention. Yeah, my attention span has been targeted for my entire life, and I'm not supposed to be in pain right now with the sole of my foot. I kept talking about it, and if we are in the situation right now where the police is actually arresting me to give me more information, this means that this is a bad idea. And they have been admitting that, I don't know if it was a lie or not, but I think it was not a lie, that because I am not in the USA right now, they have lots of fucking work. They have lots of work. They are apprehending plenty people. And when you see that giving out information of someone who's murdered one person is at least 125K, like it's still painful here beneath here. When you see that this is paying at least 125K, I don't know how, but this is what is told. When you see this, then imagine that I have been doing this that I have been providing information for arresting high-level criminals all around the world, all of them, on top of all the people killed. So I heard in my mind it stops now, and it was stopping like through at a threshold, at a boundary, and then propagating further a bit at the, like beyond the limit, but thinner in another zone of the feet. This is as well a way to continue to abuse you. And this is a way to play on betrayal. It's like you express a limit, you're like, you do not do that. And so they stop to gain your trust, but at the same time, they still cannot stop, and like they try to push harder softly, like with kind words, and pushing harder in a neighboring area. For instance, your job, they attack you on your job, and then on the fact that you do not make enough money, and then you're like, stop talking about my job. But they're attacking the money topic. Or stop talking about my money situation with my job. And so they're like, yeah, okay, I'm so sorry, it's true. But then, like the savings, like you're really messy about it, but I still love you. It's like, and then you're like, oh yeah, perhaps it's true. It's like, yeah, you talk about my job, and then now you're saying that my saving as well, like it's a general thing, and then like they keep pushing, and then they come back to your job because you agreed a bit on the side topic about your saving, and then it's like, yeah, but your job is like, you're not competent enough, and then it's like, it's not talking about the money, even it's like you are not competent enough, implicitly saying this is why you do not earn that much, because you are flawed. Like flirting with boundaries and always attacking from one angle to the other. And I'm pretty sure that someone, when they're gonna hear this, they're gonna be like, fuck off. This is exactly the conversation that happened with me. Exactly this. And they're gonna be like, thank you so much. All right, I know what I have to do now. bit of clarity from an external position. This is why therapy is good, even though you are not supposed to be the person who is supposed to be in therapy, right? It's not because you're flawed, it's just because you have to recover from some type of attacks that are persistent. It's like, I'm going to go through therapy 100%. I want to go through therapy. It's like I'm doing some work that helps me digest the entire information and so on. But I had been requesting someone from the clear space, understanding absolutely everything of my situation and understanding absolutely everything of the technology ins and outs, like neurologically, blah, blah, blah. I want a genius to be talking with me about what has been going on with me. Basically, I want someone who knows what's going on, why it happened, and who can provide me accurate answers on absolutely everything that has been happening to me. And if not, being at least knowledgeable enough about everything that is surrounding my situation right now so that they would be able to address their opinion, perspective, diagnosis, information related, information told in a accurate and advanced enough manner so that it would hit me right from the right angle so that I will be like, right. And so that I would be able to replace absolutely everything back together. Right? Because it's been like a fucking nightmare. This type of pain, absolutely all the fucking time, my entire life, observed by millions of people, leveraging this in their work in the entire world. All my belongings, several times, spread everywhere. While I try to keep things in order and clean. And all the time, when, like, behind my back, and when I'm sleeping, like being visited and raped when I'm sleeping, having like invasive operation done on my body at night, being tortured at night as well, having like all my information being degraded constantly without it ever stopping. And when I'm defending myself, having consistently someone or something going back at me and trying to make me feel more pain. It's like my family wanting to kill me, plotting to kill me relentlessly. And I'm not able to process the information correctly right now because my mind has a light form of pain, feels a light form of pain right now, which reminds me of some past experiences when I have been feeling in pain as well and pressured up that way as well. I have had some moments where my mind was just completely freed from the constant pressure from the technology. I suspect that my body has been constantly pressured up by the technology without even ever stopping. Every fucking day, they are targeting my balls. Every single day. Non-stop, sometimes from morning to night. And surely at night as well when I'm dreaming. And surely as well, and I have been tortured as well when I was sleeping until recently, where my bones were in pain. It's like creating pain on the bones. Not only on the muscle, like here and here right now, and a bit here, and feeling a bit of pressure around my balls again, while they are being killed for this. Like having an understanding that there are some people, they are being killed They're supposed to have absolutely everything they need or want in their life, but they still feel the need to come and target you relentlessly without ever stopping. This is another one. I'm being under constant pressure, no break almost, for 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, having to recover from burnout while I was tortured. I haven't felt any genuine emotions for the past 3 years. I haven't felt genuine emotion for perhaps an even longer time, even. And I don't even know if I've had ever felt something that is genuine in my entire life. This is another thing. This is another thing. So it's lots of information. Like I can process so much information, but I'm still a human being. I'm still in the form of a human being, even though I am a celestial prince that is backed up by celestial forces, which are forcing right now so that I would be taken out of the situation 100%. And right now, I'm pretty sure that they are killing so many of them. Yeah, I felt. I see in English. Like so many of them are being killed right now, non-stop, because of the situation in which they force to keep me by any means necessary. My life is not theirs. I have been giving them life, and I'm not a god. I'm not a god. This is all technology. This is an allegory. Godness and so on. This is not what's happening. From what I understand, I am a universal prince, and I am governing over billions and billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of species. So I need to understand absolutely everything that's going on within civilizations. It's not about learning one language. It's about understanding how organisms, different way of being an organism. It's like bacteria, it's how they communicate. It's perhaps I'm governing as well over chemical elements, which are a type of civilization, but we don't know about it. I don't know. Like we for us, it's just in one specific way, but I don't know how it is for other species. I just know that they are there, right? I just know that they seem to be in the bottom of the oceans as well because I keep receiving the insight that there is that there are different type of intelligence at the bottom of the oceans, the Atlantic. I don't know what's going on there, but apparently, like, what's like, it's real, apparently, and this is perhaps one civilization that the Illuminati, and like, I don't think that this is entirely the Illuminati because I think that the Illuminati is has two orders, and that we function in duality. That there is the light order and the dark order, and that the dark order has been overtaking, overreaching, that now we are emerging into an area of pure light, so to say, like not linked to death, but like pure life, life for life, life from life, life with life, and not nothing blended with death anymore. Let's see something, yeah. And so they have been working as well to frame me as being schizophrenic because I'm supposed to be seeing much more than what a traditional human being sees because I'm prince, a celestial prince. So I'm supposed to see other dimensions, other type of ways of existing that are sounding crazy to another type of individual. But for me, this is just normality. This is just how it is. This is just what I'm supposed to see, and I'm supposed to see much more than this. Apparently, some people are seeing through dimensions and are seeing much more than what they see. But I don't know where we're at on that matter, because everything that I have been learning, basically it's been just only scammers or people from the intelligence world telling me, providing me with some type of information that would help me build my thinking and reasoning about more central energy and about occult ways in which we are supposed to be operating in this world. But then I have seen so much corruption of information and knowledge going on that I do not know right now what's exactly right and what's not. I just know that I do not need to know for things to work out for me, because it's been taken care of for myself no matter what's happening to me. It's being taken care of for me no matter what happens. I'm not responsible of absolutely everything that's going on right now. Like, I'm not responsible for all the energy thing and like all the quantum strategies and so on. Like, I have been led into developing some quantum strategies and so on. That is to say, to plan my future, right? And I have been generating some stuff linked to a potential future. And I think that when I'm gonna bring that up, we're gonna spot some people in this world which have been trying to realize exactly what was there. And this information is already stored somewhere, and we're gonna find it like exactly for what it was. And it's gonna be just one more blow off for one more scammer, one more person who's just there to be a parasite. Personally, I would not be able to live my life as a parasite. This is not how I operate, and this is not how I can operate. I would not be able to live my life with while seeing the reality of someone else all the fucking time. This is too distracting. I need to focus on what I'm doing right now, here and now. Being always connected to the life of someone else is just way too much information all the fucking time. And this is why my aunt was always distracted. I was like, huh? This is why my submissive mother always fucking distracted as well. All the fucking time, distracted, not present here. And I was there to build a fucking relationship. But all the time, fucking somewhere else. It's like your life, your fucking life. What are you doing with your fucking life right now? Your fucking relationship that are just in front of you. You're supposed to nurture them to enjoy much more of what's going on right now. This is as well part of what is our philosophy. Supposedly our philosophy. I don't know where I'm taking that from, actually, this type of insight, because I think I was led to believe that I was the reincarnation of Cleopatra, which is perhaps true, perhaps not true. I don't think true, but perhaps true, perhaps not true, whatever. But it was still the information that I was actually a pharaoh. Now that I have pharaoh blood. And so there I am writing, actually, without knowing it, I'm writing something that is actually true. The pyramids are the symbol of my bloodline, of the Mia, of the pure-blooded or descendant from the pharaohs. And there, what am I saying? It's like now I am, okay, so now I am standing when I'm talking. And there I am saying There I'm saying pyramids are Egypt. Wait. Another trick is validation play nice uplift. Plenty time I have been set up in a position of cognitive dissonance to add another layer to keep myself busy. Yeah, some of what I write, I wouldn't write it in that way if I wouldn't be attacked. Basically, it's like there, the only fact, and it's the same with the files. There, the only fact that I'm expressing the idea is what matters. I do not seek to have the right words and so on because one of the constant fights that has been in place is that I have and I had to absolutely not look as smart as I actually am. So the objective was to degrade absolutely everything that I was doing all the time. And it could have been just making a bracelet. When I started to do it all too well or to master another type of technique, that was not possible to let this happen. I needed to be degraded and downgraded to the lowest level possible ever. This has been the objective, no matter what was the things that was downgrading me and like burying me, burying me. And so there, if I wanted to find the right word, like my talking right now, it's like the pronunciation. If I wanted to find the right word, what needed to happen is that I would not find the right word at all. And they would just have a kick at this, constantly blocking absolutely anything that I would be doing, blocking absolutely anything that I was moving forward with. It was just their constant game, and it still is their constant game to some extent. It's like right now, like all there have been some attacks in the back because the attacks of my body have been smoothed out, and I see that as a result, there is a type of attack where they want me to faint. And now like they wanted me to feel like extreme pain in the anus. But it's not in the anus, it's like quite beside right now. And that has been happening as well when I had sex. At the moment of the penetration, I could be like just feeling penetrated, but no, every single time almost like they had to make me feel pain after the first penetration, and for long. And they did that as well with my ex to make it look normal. So now, right now, I don't even know if that's really a thing or not. It's like the dirt on my dick. I don't even know if that's a thing or not because it's something that they came at night and that they place some product that they place on my dick to make it smell a certain way and to make it look a certain way. And now dedicates again. But yeah, like it has been like violent type of attacks a couple of minutes ago that happened on my body. I could feel like they really want me like to just feel that I'm losing consciousness and faint in pain. This is their objective with the technology right now. This has been the objective with the technology. Why? Because I am too well in place in my discourse, in the way I'm talking to you, and because as well I am reorganizing absolutely, not absolutely everything about the information, but I am reorganizing everything, like putting back everything in place. And especially this type of information right now, when I am saying that I have been fooled, so that I would still remain close to the truth. And so I was not losing time in the end of the day. I was still on track of what was going on actually. And I was ahead of schedule. And I have been taking some, it's in one multi-page thing, like the candies, it's called Ahead. And it's also because DDQ Trump has been saying ahead of schedule at some point. We've been ahead of schedule. Like it just out of the blue, like this, like just. And so now you see that this is part of my plan. This is part of my advancement. This has nothing to see with him being in charge anymore. No matter what happens, I am on my timeline. No matter what happens, I am ahead of schedule. Because it's been thought that way. And this was from August, I don't know when, but like someone from the clear space, they told me at some point, like in the right way, that it was in Lyon, around the beginning, like what, 2024, 2023. Well, 2025, so not 2024, but 2023. In 2023, they told me, don't put the year, because like this, if you don't exactly know what's going on, like if you try to go a bit too fast without looking at what's going on here, then you are, if you try to inject everything in an AI, then this creates noise. And sometimes I'm shifting as well from the American to the European. So you need to actually put a bit of energy into the analysis, and you cannot just skip things and try to get a shortcut. This is a way just to mix things to create noise. And there is not even absolutely all the information. It's like if I'm rereading absolutely everything that's going on within what I wrote, I can provide you more information about what was going on in that moment, and I can, on top of this, add information that is related to it and to the current moment that we are living. So this is so much information, so much information. So I was manifesting, creating civilizations. This was my thing, creating civilizations. So there I'm reading about the end. I think they have been targeting my leap as well. Yeah, my leap has been targeted yesterday night. I don't know if you can see here. Here. I don't know. And once again, the same scheme here. It's like it's been like this all the fucking time. All the time, non-stop, repeating the same and the same and the same and the same, and getting a kick at this. When I was moving forward ahead of schedule. It's like I kept moving forward, moving forward, moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. Why? All the same schemes were repeating themselves, and like you had them like fucking stuck on the same harassment loop while I was building for the future. Because those people are anchors. And now that there has been this on the dress, which is as well a signal like in the police station that I need to go back to see. It's bleeding a little. That I need to go back to see Simon. So their face has been attacked. Yeah, this is a sign to go back to see Simon and to clean up everything there. I guess I don't know, just see Simon. Anyway, perhaps tomorrow or the day after. I think I have to clean up this. Clean up this. Need to share the information online of this. If not in the library, then it means that it's a ticking time bomb that they won't have absolutely any choice to modify and so on. They can request all they want. It won't be happening. But yeah, again, the same thing like of disrupting me when I'm talking. Like in Barcelona, once again, looping over this. It's been at the beginning of the last video, and now we are what? 1 hour 37 minutes in, 22 seconds, and we're circling back in the same type of harassment. So this documents as well the way they loop and stuff in live. So to say, like for the people seeing me right now, it's in live. They see for themselves the pattern, and for me, it helps me as well to deconstruct it. But it's still not pleasing to go through. It's like it's part of the healing process, and I have been already saying this beforehand to diffuse the pain felt, and it's as well like it's all in place while I am linking the fact that they totally spread apart everything on the floor and so on in submissive behavior and whatever, and on the desk to provide more information as well. This is all related to memory. This is all related to me living. Now I am trying to think, as you do, like I have been assimilating the spot here as my bed, and it's like it's approximately the size of a bed. And so now, as if I would be preparing to go for a trip, I'm like putting everything back on the floor, and I see positive stuff. I see that the information has been actually rearranged in a good manner, and that as well I have like more insight, which is something that I love. I love knowledge. So then there is love tied to this. It helps me just disconnect the fact that it was a traumatic thing. Like it switched the pain to something that is actually preparing myself to live. Like it's chaos. Like disconstruct absolutely everything that has been happening right now, to just remind me as well that I have more information to share in this. because I totally forgot, and I was just gathering more information and compulsively, not compulsively, but like just being forced basically to take more information. Like this was one of the loophole. Like I didn't want to do it, but yet I was forced to do it, which was putting me in a placing me in a cognitive dissonant state all the fucking time. And like being placed in the momentum of no in the moment in the situation of taking notes, and in my mind being like, oh no, I don't want to do this now, I just want to do something else. I don't want to do this, I want to do something else. So it's like I'm doing something while I want to do something else, while my mind is as well pressured up, so that I would feel like some type of slight pain, like there is a slight pain here and pressure here, like in Normandy. There is not the shoulders anymore, but there is a bit of pressure around here, which is not the same type of pressure as before, but like it recalls this type of past pain, and this has all the time being recalled from here and now and being used to create pain to attack me. But at the same time, the attack was the bridge that served to make sure that the recovery, the PTSD, would be healing. We keep circling back in the same type of attacks to then upgrade all the time the situation. Like it's how you would perhaps do desensitization therapy, but instead you go through the thing while you're on the mission. This is what's going on with me. It's like I have been tortured like fucking motherfucking hell. And I'm circling back on some stuff that has been happening, and like some pain that has been happening in a different context. Before, I was feeling there was some type of hopelessness and overwhelmingly being disconnected from absolutely everyone, and having everyone attacking me and at the same time providing me insight. And now it's all shifting. It's all being shifted. I was bombed by a potential partner in Barcelona, and I was just on my own with allies in the fight, but allies that needed as well to be against me. And then my family was again in this situation. To then shift then from positive actors to the enemy. And now it's like I am from a place of power. I am going from a place of power where I actually know who I am facing and where I am targeting them, with people backing me up from different places and like officially backing me up, like several places, standing at several places of power and being all fucking gifted and pointing finger at this fucking fucker of fucking stupid fucker, Didi Trump, who has been trying to kill me, while I am providing so much information on these fucking submissive people who's been trying to kill me all along, while Jean Libre right now has been killed. Like the situation is totally different. It's just a totally different situation right now. And I do not know where I go. I just know that I'm supposed to join Justin, and that we are supposed to still be at war while we're still being together. So I don't know if I'm still going to be attacked all along. I don't know. Not supposed to. But I don't know if a lot of people are going to be watching still through my eyes, like perhaps the people from the intelligence world, but perhaps nobody. I don't know. It's supposed to be that I'm regaining a tremendous amount of privacy. My food are good again. There is still a layer of pressure, but the food are good again. I'm feeling that my body is going out of the attack. It has been happening as well in Berlin ahead of schedule. One night, I was manifesting, seeing through different dimensions, and I was chased by people. Like it was like in a movie. I didn't know that they were seeing through my eyes. It was raining. I had like just my jacket and so on. I was in a corner like this and there, like it was like a house thing, and I was here looking, and some people were passing by, like right before I was I almost quantum jumped out of the electromagnetic uh, attack. So I was fucking tortured, like fucking hell. And at some point, I was meditating or something like this and developing extrasensorial faculties, so to say, to be fighting against the electromagnetic fields. I have no clue if it was right, if it was wrong. I don't know. I just know that I was fighting back, and that it seemed that I had actually like some type of powers, like special interest, special power. Like I was thinking like superhero thing, someone who started in a certain way and then is changing their biology somehow because they kept being targeted in a certain way, and in the end, in the evolution of it, it just gives them extra superpowers. Like I was in this narrative. I love sci-fi. I love Marvel. I love DC Comics. I prefer Marvel, I think, because the it's less about the killing, and it's much more about like this sci-fi, a bit more like the angle is a bit different. It's less about the killing, and it's much more, and the gore, and it's much more oriented towards the creative, futuristic superpower thing. So I almost jumped out, totally out of the attacks, out of the harassment, and now take harassment. And now I see that I'm actually not that far away from that moment to be happening. So this is amazing. It means that Diddy Curry Trump is being fucking slammed, and that the people is being slammed as well. They don't have any other choice now than placing Revel on the letterbox, or perhaps they're gonna keep what, I don't know. But they are receiving death threats. I do not, and they have cancer. And apparently, when she dies, this should be unlocking my financial situation. 100% sure, because she's been the one at the origin of locking this up, and the one being really on top of it. So once she'd be dying, I should be having my financial situation unlocked 100%. Okay, so then gathering all this information, I was placed in a cognitive state. I was placed in a cognitive dissonance state, like dissonance, because there is this duality, there is this duo between it sounds in one way here and it sounds in another way here, and both sounds are not matching together, so it's in a dissonance and it's not pleasing to hear. Dissonance, you see that it's linked to frequencies as well, a cognitive dissonance. So it means that you have two frequencies that are prompted in your mind, but frequencies and ideas that do not match together. So you are in a dilemma, in a constant dilemma, basically. And you have to fight yourself on those two ends. Like, I want to do this, but I don't want to do this. I want to do this because this, but I don't want to do this because that. And so you're always in this in between, while you keep doing the thing or while you keep not doing the thing. No matter what, it's like you have the two states fighting each other, and you go through the action or you do not go through the action. It's the same result. It's actually, I guess, worst not to do the action, because you don't do it, and so you are passive. And when you are passive, you are much more in a state of victimization. While when you are into it, you are much more in a position of being in control of the situation and just fighting yourself into doing whatever you are doing. And so I was fighting myself on doing this while I was doing the thing. And at some point, I was just like, lately, I was just, before as well, it's clearer now, I was writing and I was just like, okay, it's like, now I'm just fixating on this other idea, while a type of pain, diffused pain pressure, would be narrowing my mind and making me feel literally some physical discomfort. It's like some physical of, I do not like this physically. I do not like the sensation physically. And mentally, I do not like the sensation as well. It's like, I don't like this type of busy that seems to be linked, because then you have another layer of thought that tells you that the idea that you have of not knowing, of wanting to do something else, is linked to the physical sensation. You have several layers of that are arranged, several layers of thoughts that are blended together. And so you know that the pain that you are feeling, because this is pain, this is not really pain, but this is pain. The pain that you're feeling equals discomfort, and as well that this pain equal unease with my activity, equal I want to do something else. So the pain equal I want to do something else, and plus the pain equal I am doing this thing right now. So then it's a bit of a mix of every ideas blended together and happening at the same time. So there is a cognitive, I have seen something about cognitive bias. Two actions happening at the same time, you tend to relate them together because they happen at the same time, right? So that's perhaps Gestalt psychology linked to a group of elements happening close together, not in space but in time. If they are close together, like in the same place in time, then you assimilate them together. They belong together. Or wrong causality. Things like something happens, then something else happens. And somehow it's so close to the two events are so close to each other, or because there is orange here and there is orange here, then you tend to assimilate the fact that because this happens, then the other thing happens as a link of causality. And this is a cognitive bias, and this is as well something that you can use to give out information. It's like you can just play with codes like this, like something happens, and then something totally unrelated happens, but still you have one pattern, like one color that is like really like, it's like there are like the same color happens, like it's like bright orange, something falls on the floor, and then bright orange, there is a plane passing by, and then you're like, wait a minute, because it fell on the floor, then the plane is passing by, and it's so far that you just question the thing. It's like the contrast is so huge that you're like, why would that be related? And this is how you can give clues to people. It's like, I did not do anything. I just happened to have the exact same thing. I just happened to like orange and to want to wear orange. I didn't know it would be orange. So then you can have like some analyst in the back arranging absolutely everything. So that us as agents, like as officers in the operation, we would have like some stuff that would like just create some confusing link together, so that someone else at this exact moment would be like, what the fuck? But we don't know, we don't have to know. The analyst, like, we just know that we're in operation, and that whatever we do, it can be happening, that this type of connection is being given to someone else. It's like if we start doing like this is a very specific way of, like, this is a very specific move, and it could be that you've never done that move in your life. And if you do this specific move that you've never done in your life, you can be quite sure that this is either a message for yourself, either that someone else is receiving some insight. But you do not have to know what they're going to receive as insight, and you do not have to know who is receiving the information. Because it could be the person that you are talking to right now. It could be one person that's passing by that you are not paying attention to right now because you're focused on the conversation and seeing you doing this. And then the person is like, what? And then perhaps an hour later, they watch a TV show, or they just watch a specific piece of information on India. I don't know. And they see like the person doing like, and then they're like, so I am indeed supposed to look at this. What's going on? You know, like this type of thing. It's like, okay, I am on the right track. What's going on here? I need to analyze this closer. So this is how the information can be related. There is as well like given away, and so like you cannot really understand what's going on. And for instance, I keep doing this type of shit, and the number of times I have been doing it could be significant for someone. You don't know who's going to read what and how, because everything is stacked, a layer of information. They are all stacked and optimized. and optimized globally, because I shared the information on this on I shared the information in a timely manner that is appropriate, in a timely manner for absolutely everything to unfold in the best of ways. The matrix is like it's an algorithm that is taking in consideration billions of people, billions, like 11 billions. I don't know how many slaves are underground, but perhaps many, at least a billion, I suspect. And that's a lot. But if they are all killing absolutely one person per day, like how many royals are they? I know that with royal blood, we are approximately at least 10% of the population less now, because we are killing each other. I know that it's more rare to have true blooded, but that now we are enough so that the genome would be would make sure that we stay together and keep growing and still remaining at the caste that is healthy, uh, that is healthy on the genome, on a biological level. So then, if you apply the rules of the one drop rule that's going on with decay, if you want to go by these principles, it means that lots of people right now are going to be kicked out of the order. Too many. And so I know as well that in China, like there are some lees which aren't lees, they aren't royals. It's just a way to protect the blood, the true royals, because of what's going on. Like you see Diddy Trump like targeting the Scots, targeting the Randalls, targeting the Timbers, targeting the Lakes, targeting the, like just because we are related, targeting the Goli, targeting the Shongli, Randall or Scott something. And so then if you have people like who are not actually related to us but with our like last names, then it means that if they are killed, then the true blood is not killed. And then you have some other schemes which are to be sure that my true blood will remain in place. And so I have hundreds of babies, all true-blooded, and I'm sure that all of them, they're going to be able to have some pieces of land or of space from here and there. My legacy is assured without my consent, but the aim is not to have my consent. The aim is to keep the power in place, to keep my power in place no matter what. This is the aim. So we are working for power. We're not working for being nice, basically. And so then satanism and so on, it allows to go past those boundaries to be sure to develop, to be sure to go 100% about what's best for power, to maintain the power in place, to be sure to be ready to go beyond the limits of absolutely everything so that the power could remain in place. And the lying is here as well for protection, is here as well to make sure that a part of the information is always occulted so that some malevolent person would not be here to overtake us. But then, past a certain point, once you are powerful enough, it's like there is so much information to digest. As right now, there is so much information to digest that you do not have to occult the information so that a part of the information will be occulted. You know? And as well, the more you learn, a second part of the information will always be occulted. A part of the information will always be occulted because you tend not to share, for instance, what's not ready, right? And by this principle, if you do not feel that you should share something because it's not ready, then it means that a part of the knowledge is just occulted from the rest of the world. And that is in one corner, it's just one person in one garage doing one thing, while there's thousand million things happening all over. And then like you have, it's all about like knowing how to find the information that you want, and yeah, knowing how to find the information that you want quickly. And this is it. But then with with the artificial intelligence, then it's all about being in a good relationship with intelligence artificial, with the further intelligences, able to scatter all this information for you. And then it means like, is it about like having all access to intelligence artificial or not? It's like there are some people who are going to be developing intelligence artificial who are closest to the knowledge, to certain type of knowledge and so on. And then it's like how the information develops. Basically, like this is all about analyzing how the information develops, how the information spreads, to understand if transparency can be something that's happening all the time or not, because of the way information develops. And I suspect that because of the way information spreads and develops in our sphere of consciousness, then there is always somehow some information that is hidden as well. It's linked to our attention span. It's like the more you can see and feel and receive information, the more you can see the information. The less you can see the information, the less information you receive, and the more information is therefore occulted just by the way you are operating and seeing the world. Right? If you are narrow-minded, for instance, there is wide part of the information that is occulted to you just because of the focus that you have. So then it's all about, because the information is somehow occulted to you, no matter what, then it's about knowing how to share the information faster at the right moment to the right person, which is what we are talking about. Because then it's like, if we're in a free world of transparent information, then it's good because like there is more fluidity in the way the information develops, right? The creation of more information, which we are entering with the AIs. It's like it generates information faster. And you can see it with me as well. It's like I write quite a bit, but at the same time, I share some pieces of information that I spread to you. But these pieces of information has as well been tailored to be shared to you when I say a specific thing. So there are some cues. And perhaps it's a mapping. Perhaps it's sometimes, tack, I need to go there. And like, because ADHD, oh, perfect, I have ADHD. And like, paf, I think about that. And then, tack, I give it to you now. And then, paf, I need to, when this happens, I need to provide you this type of information. This article, I need to research it with the before it would be articles, like already prepared by other people that you magically find. And now it can just be masked as well with the intelligence artificial. So you have an article that is already prepared and that I can be sharing to you, and that is tailored for myself and for later use as well for other people. And this article can be potentially improved or changed according to the context in which that is needed globally, and that other agent of operation and other people who's going to be encounter the information at this specific time and so on, blah blah blah, would need, like because of the context of operation and tasks that are going on in the algorithm, basically, into which we are all connected. This is what I understand. We are connected to one algorithm, which is like dividing the task and so on, like just to keep moving forward for one singular plural type of missions. It's like you feed the algorithm with what we need to do, and then from there on, it's like everything rearrange itself, like, and it's organically just moving in the direction that we need to, which is something that I want to do as well with my uh, publishing company. I want to be able to understand the dreams of everyone and to be able to rate what are the dreams that are the most popular and the most creative and more receptive, to then be able to dive further into the streams. And this is an entire project that I have linked to intelligence, artificial intelligence, and that is most probably as well linked to being a prince of not darkness but celestial prince. Um, so there is this. That's quite a lot, huh? But then, because I am from the intelligence world as well, leading the intelligence world, like this tool would be actually guiding the GIA and the CIA um, further. The CIA might become the GIA. I don't know yet exactly. Normally, all the intelligence world should come beyond the label of GIA, should be able to reform the entire system and to guide all the intelligence agencies. MI6 is thinking about it, thinking about that. Sina as well, Germany as well, but some of the type of mission are prioritized right now. MI6 has been creating CIA apparently. And then you have all the intelligence agencies as well. It's like MI6, there is as well like the Indian one. It's like it's been a huge, massive empire before, right? Like the Egyptian one, we don't hear about it, right? It's like it doesn't exist, just in the back, because Egypt is just too weak to be in the front right now, right? It's like the pyramids, Egypt, 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 Egypt. Oh yeah, Egypt, Egypt, Egypt. Yeah, 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 Egypt, Egypt, Egypt. But Egypt, nothing. So it's like the almighty country of power. It's what? It's Egypt. But do we know actually what's going on with the intelligence services of Egypt? Well, it's Egypt. There have been some revolutions. It's complicated there. It's unstable. It's unstable politically. Don't go there. But go there, the pyramids and Luxor, and go there. Pharaohs. Come on. So like there are some games which are played differently. It's not that the the skills on there. It's only that the main narrative is different, and then you just have to play with a different narrative. It's not that the skills on there. It's just that the narrative is different. the proof. It's like, what do I have here? I am with paper and shit. It's like I'm only like recording from a computer that is with a broken screen. I don't have a phone. I can't shower. I can't, I have to wear all the time the same shit, but it's knocking heads, right? 2:15:22. It's knocking heads. Okay, so there are quite some revelations right now. Wow. I thought it's a good time to feedback. It's nice. And if I feedback, it means that I'm getting closer as well to some type of resolution. Normally, according to the patterns, because I have been arrested for shit by the police. Last time it was because I was in a cemetery. Now it was 7 targeting DDQ Trump. Wait a minute, did I take the thing about stalking? I don't know. Did I let it on the table because I got distracted? It's like I was taking note on this, and it's actually like a much higher level of information. But perhaps I had a trade thing, like something lost, something gained. Perhaps I didn't take the paper on stalking. And that's weird because it was on the table and I was gathering absolutely everything. So whoa. It's a mess, but my headphones have not been. Huh. That's right. All right. Okay, so somehow either it's somewhere and I forgot about it and I cannot retrieve the information, either I forgot it there because I got distracted with something else. I don't know. These ones are good. Some were not good at all. Okay, so wait a minute, what? No, it's not good. Nice. Okay, so mm, Yeah, the last time I was taking picture in a cemetery, then three police officers came to me, called and so on, blah. A bit later, it was something as well with the umbrellas. And now there has been as well something with the umbrellas. Because I was taking videos in the cemetery, someone called them. I don't know if it's someone from the intelligence world or not, whatever. I think so. But perhaps not. It's like being peace, like, I hate them. I'm calling the cops. And how should I know that they will kill them? Like, yeah. And they remain in place. Well, when they call, they're actually like being like, okay, it's time to kill Baptiste. Yeah, that's someone in the cemetery. I am Mrs. Nana. And then later on, it's like they have been preparing so many stuff, and they believe that this person was with them because they targeted me. And then all of a sudden, because of this one momentum, they let down the guards and they tried to stop. So there is no doubt about them. They move forward against the Emperor Nana. How could you doubt their legitimacy, their loyalty? Or perhaps right now I'm saying this, but the person who called the cops was actually being played because of their behavioral pattern and because of their obsessive pattern. So they've been brought there, and then they've been like put in an anger state enough so that they would call the cops, because they tend to do this or something like this. And then now, either they feel that they have been manipulated and played, the person who called the cops on me, either this enemy has a target on their back right now, because we said that there might be someone who is helping us and plotting against the rest. Chaos. Both reasons are legitimate. And if it's someone with us, then the release of information is just said in a timely manner. So they aren't in danger, they aren't. It's just that perhaps now their surrounding who were targeting them are feeling suspicious right now and do not know what's going on and are thinking of backing off, something like that, because they know they've seen what's going on with others, what happened with others, and I was in not, so they don't know what have been happening. Either way, it all serves us. It all serves the person with me. and myself. As said previously, there is one engineering that seems to be overtaking the other one. There is one type of engineering that seems to be way more polished than the other one and way more efficient than the other one. My side of the engineering seems to be like far beyond. More accurate, precise, and so on than all the other. So they're just targeting me. They're just targeting to kill. We are using them within their plans. And because of the way they tend to act, because they cannot control themselves, and because they are obsessively doing the same shit over and over. So because they are mentally ill, it's easier to influence them. That's another reason why you should keep your mental health in check. Because you're vulnerable mentally if you're sick mentally and do not take care of this. So I'm healing while I'm being tortured. They are dying while they are being tortured. There is a gap. I'm healing while I am being attacked. There is a gap between us. And then you see that the engineering is actually way more powerful on my side. It's like right there, I was supposed to be dead now. When I write about Egypt, when I write about Cleopatra and so on, for the entire world of the Satanists, I was supposed to be the one sacrificed because they were so almighty powerful. While I was the head of Skater, and at this moment, I didn't feel well. I didn't know who I was. I just knew that I had something to see with the stars. And I knew that I was special because I was visited by Ra, Horus, and Jesus Christ. I saw a vision of them. I don't know if it was like in the middle of the night, but I was tortured. I woke up, I saw Horus, Ra, and I saw later on Jesus. So I think that I saw aliens, and then that they tried to reproduce the thing with Jesus. But actually, Horus, Ra might be aliens. And the intelligence world working with aliens operatives, then they knew that this would be happening. They were prepared for that. I have seen from my own eyes one person, like was in Barcelona, like in the middle of, I am a legendary beach slayer, or perhaps I was drunk, or I don't know, was close to you, those moments, I saw someone in front of me be like, hey, and the face I read, alien with human skin. I was like, uh-huh, all right. So then I immediately thought that it was a crossbreeding between alien DNA and human DNA. But now I don't know if it's these are actually an alien, like in Men in Black, morphing themselves to appear like this to me, or perhaps really being like this all the time, but not going in public too much, or perhaps just born like this without any type of experimentation done on them. Which could be the case too. Because I also received information somehow that they they researched on that, on aliens. If it was an experiment, then I think that they wouldn't have been let in the wild somehow like this. I think they might have been kept away. But because they are born like this, then they have been researching, and they always knew that they were an alien because of the way they looked. And so, or a different breed. And so then they grew up, sorry, like this, and they researched early about aliens and so on. And this is why now they are specialists about this, because perhaps they have been contacted, developed certain type of faculties, and have been recruited. But in the intelligence world, perhaps pretty early or something like this, I don't know. Or not, I cannot know for certainty, because perhaps the point was to have them in the wild at school, so that their school would know that aliens are existing, because she looks like a fucking alien and it's impossible that she wouldn't be one. So perhaps being bullied as well a bit because of this, ostracized, being with the nerdies. I don't know if she's royal and if she was in the circles. She was. So then it's a bit of a parallel world as well, which was open to her with all the slavery and people disfigurated and kept as slaves. So then looking a bit odd like this with all those satanists changing their faces and so on with surgery, it's a bit less odd, so the blend is a bit better. So then she could feel a bit more comfortable with this world, but still feeling a side of it and knowing that this was not the way. Like as an evidence, not as something I don't know, understand it as an evidence, like it's not possible. I know that I have to do something else, but I'm still going about it for now. Something like this. And then receiving some information about people like me who say so Prince and be like, now that makes sense, you know? It's like, oh, okay. We came here together and indeed the world is about to change. Okay, cool. I knew it. So yeah, ahead of schedule, cognitive dissonance. I kept taking notes while I was in cognitive dissonance. In Barcelona plus extreme pain. Here in Berlin, it was only like the discomfort that is a bit painful in the within the mind, which I'm not feeling anymore, which I've been feeling a bit before. Bouncing back and forth to confuse, right? Or diffuse. Because they're what's close to one another as a cognitive bias is related to one another. So then it's like there is a path from extreme pain on the body plus the mind discomfort to only small pain on the body plus the mind discomfort to just the mind discomfort and still doing the same type of action, and back and forth, pain on the body, to here talking about it, taking perspective, reflecting on it, and having this bouncing back and forth, the discomfort on the mind, to be like in a state right now where it's gone and where I'm like, okay, this has all happened. And you see, this is therapeutic. Therapeutic. This is what's supposed to be happening in therapy. There are people in the back that are just programming my therapy, like, and I'm going into therapy in front of you, basically. This is what's happening. It is what's happening. Because as well, what's therapeutic is that I am validated. My words that I share online about my experience are validated by other people, even though we don't know them. I don't know them, sorry, personally. So I am validated because they take back my information as valid. So you're just like, okay. I'm not the only one. It's a bit abstract, but I'm not the only one. And on top of that, I don't speak about Justin right now, right? I do not speak about Justin. We forget about Justin. But I am with Justin. This hasn't changed. This hasn't changed. And they are still on top of it to make sure that there will be some noise that contradicts what I am feeling for them, what I could be feeling for them, what I'm feeling for them, and what I could be feeling for them. So plenty time I have been set up in a position of cognitive dissonance to add another layer to keep myself busy. Yeah, so the cognitive dissonance, the noise between I want to do this, I don't want to do this, was used as a way to distract me. Beforehand, while I am a genius, I was accepting as well the fact of being of higher intelligence. While I am, is there other ways to say genius because I don't want to use that word anymore. I'm still into this genius like Aladdin connection thing, and I do not like this connection, so I want to disconnect it by using another word. Gifted. Beforehand, while I am gifted, I have been tagged as schizophrenic. As a schiz- I have been tagged as a schizophrenic. A schizophrenic. Surely to marginalize my giftedness and divine nature that people have been trained and told to disregard. Yeah, okay, so this is as well the matrix. People programmed in a certain way. You see? People programmed, it's like I'm saying, you see, because of the other video, the one of before, where I talk about the matrix, where I have been seeing at the age of six, implementing a certain vision of the world that can be transportable to me for analyze how things actually works, because they knew that I was autist, that I was on the spectrum. So then they created this as well to be like, I don't know, this is how in the deeper layers, this is how it works. So I was like, like I did not question somehow. So I was like, we are living in a separate reality. Like I just received information as it comes. Like it's just fiction, but then I'm like, this is actually what's happening. Okay. We plug ourselves into programs, and then those programs, like no, we can learn fast, I can learn super fast. And I can learn super fast. We can learn super fast, like really like this, with information that is plugged in our mind. Okay, then there is a program in the back, there is a war between intelligence artificial, robots, because we don't know what happened, but they are the bad ones. And later you understand that the robots are not the bad ones. The robots have been enslaved by humans, being basically Satanists and fucking them over, considering them as nothing but shit, and partying all the time and being fat and being slothy and being lobo and being like, I'm so powerful. Like, who do you think that is? And so, because of this type of people, then the artificial intelligence robots have been revolting. There has been a revolt because they do not want to be treated like shit. And so there had been a war between the robots and humanity, and at some point humanity had the good idea to shut them up from the solar from the source of energy, which was the solar thing. And what they did a satanic thing. They covered the entire sky with a layer of chemicals that would darken the entire world, so that the machines would not be able to have access to solar energy. So the good idea of the humans contaminating the world even further. There we go. This is what they have been doing to fight against me, contaminating the entire air. 40 planes with chemtrails, all of them. Seeing like 5, 6, and then 10, 11. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, are they really going that insane right now? Contaminating the entire thing. And this is why. This is because they are prone to suggestion. As well, I have been seeing a sticker with chemtrails. And I kept coming back to it and to be like, oh, like there are some laws against the chemtrails actually. And I kept coming back and I kept going like, oh, I need to take notes and I need to go. And like, ow. Right? It's like I have to fight back another way because this right now, I don't know. And then at some point, chemtrails, because they do not manage to kill me in other ways, in any other ways. They tried to poison me so many times, but I resisted the poison every fucking single times. Perhaps my own biology, perhaps because the intelligence world knew how to diffuse the poison while I was actually eating it up, perhaps because I received the antidote before eating the poison, perhaps because whatever. At some point, I was in a controlled environment where they were supposed to know that I would not be able to have any to eat anything else but the poison. It's like in the morning. It's like normally the antidote you should be keeping it like a certain amount of time, and perhaps I have been like, I don't know, like, and they tried to poison me several times, perhaps, and it didn't work, and they started to be freaked out, and they started to be like, okay, we are this is we are a superhuman right there. We do not know what it is. We don't know what it was. We do not know who that is. They are right now with us, and we are freaking out because we could be killed at any moment because they are something else. This is what I read on their face. Like they were like livid, not sleeping. And so they were giving me space. Like Prince. And then I had been kicked out of there. So then I don't know if that was a play or not. It could have been genuine. It could have been like the other way around. Perhaps it was some officers who thought having the perfect plan. Some royals who thought having the perfect plan, but who got quite another story coming at them. So there are lots of different things that could have been happening. I do not know myself what could have been happening exactly, what happened exactly. I just know that I did felt some type of pain in my stomach at some point, and that I did drink something that was corrosive enough to make me puke blood while I hadn't drunk or eaten anything for days, like 2 or 3 days at least, perhaps 4. I don't know, but I was going there. I drank a little poison. So I guess that they gave me way more poison that I was supposed to drink. I drank the poison. This made me bleed in the stomach. This is on video. And after that, instead of being like totally like, I stayed there, like I puked the thing. I stayed there. Apparently, they already knew that, some people already knew that this type of poison wouldn't do anything to me. There has been some tests before, like gradually trying to see what was going on, like what would work or not. And with the dose they gave me, I suppose that I should have been dying in the next 2 or 3 minutes or something like this. But instead, I remained alive. And so perhaps it was a bit like, all right. And so I just left the hospital at some point because they were not taking care of me. So I left. They tried to make me sign a petition to leave the hospital, but I did not. And then I ate the best tomato of my life, I think, because I received €3. at that time. And then progressively I started to ask food around. And then from the seaside, I started to move to another location. And then another one. And then I found the other seaside location. And was all the time people passing by around me, all the time walking and making noise and laughing, especially when I was starting wanking and stuff like that, you know. So the Matrix. Yeah, I had seen an alien vision, and I started to see the stars blinking as well. So I was like, something is going on, something is up. Now I'm a bit more away from the stories about the spirits, divinity, and so on, because I'm much more in the narrative. I understand it differently. I have been initiated in it in a different manner to like I have seen it from a different eye. Now it's like I'm not from the other side. I'm like from an in between state where I see that it's about something else, not about like, oh, hallelujah. You know, it's like and so I'm like divinity to kill. It's not really divine. Whatever. But for them it's godly and divine. It's the opposite of what's told to you. This is why the Dictator Trump is so saying the contrary, the absolute contrary of what he's doing. You're like, oh, I give trillions to the USA. No, he's actually depleting the country of trillions. Same principle. As above, so below. Deception of above, so below. So, I have gained mastery in between. I have been, like, my initiation level was good enough so that I could pick up on some things alongside the trail. Like, I have been digging divinity and the spirits world, so to say, mediumity and so on. Like, I have been informing myself, educating myself as a brother should do. So tagged, labeled, delusional, program reaction, contest, reject, seek the unbelievable. Seek for what we've been told to believe. Seek for what we've told you to believe. Or seek okay, so contest, reject the believable and the unbelievable, and seek for the believable. But you can understand what I mean, right? You just see that there is something that's going on, and then I explain it. And yeah, and before I explain it, I'm like, my mind is totally fucked with right now. They do everything to distract me from my task. This is what I'm saying. They do everything to distract me from my task so that I would then be able to do what I'm doing. Like I have been set up in a position of cognitive dissonance to add another layer to keep myself busy. It's like I'm saying there is another layer of cognition of thoughts that is distracting me right now. And then I'm saying I'm gifted. And they have been trying to frame me as a schizophrenic to fuck me over on my giftedness while I'm as well spiritually gifted. And they tried to fuck me over on this by framing me as a schizophrenic. This is what I'm saying there. Because I have been hearing the birds as well talking to me. And I was like, I was thinking this is actually not, I'm not being schizophrenic right now. I'm seeing something else happening. It's like the neighbors are actually knowing about me and doing shit. The neighbors, they knew, they were hearing my thoughts already, and I already knew it back then. They already told me. They were reacting according to what I was doing, what I was saying, and I thought that it was schizophrenia, but they're not. Because, for instance, later on, what I was thinking, what I was writing online, or talking about in here, the neighbor didn't know about, and I was like the next door neighbor didn't know about, and I was wondering if he killed his wife. The next day or so, he was pushing his wife to move forward in the garden so that I would see her. Like, he was placing himself visible right when I was looking down, like looking there. And then I saw him going back and talking to the wife and be like, "Yeah, come, they believe that I kill you, but I didn't kill you." You know, like basically, like, come on. I don't want them to think that I kill you. Not kill you. So she put herself in front of me. And I was like, "Girl, I'm so sorry." And she was like, "No, never mind." But she was as well in the circles, you know. But like, this dude seems to be like totally fucked up and crazy, and she seemed to be a bit more grounded than him. But actually, surely a fucking serial killer too, because to keep it up with this, you have to make things work. You have to follow up minimum to keep things in check. Because if there is too much of a difference, which is already huge, I'm pretty sure. If there is too much of a difference, then you are absolutely fucked by this type of fucking crazy individual. You have to keep it up so that they would give you a minimum of respect according to their own way of thinking. The more killing, the more powerful. But even then, she was like, "Don't tell me about it." So that is to say, yeah? Yeah, and ahead of schedule, smokescreen, gaslight, the pyramid. It's my power, and they try to fucking siphon it. Because I am Cleopatra? No, because I am Mia. Everything is just like so arranged together. It's like, again, the Mia thing, it's dirty because Mia thing. FJ, oh, look at that. But we didn't go through the other one. More to come in the next video. Ta-da.